How are we doing? Welcome back. I want to start off at the Jeep because that is going to be the color, but in Raptor. So color has been decided. Undercoat has been, the rust preventer has been put on. That's a different video. Today we're going to talk about a wheel cylinder and a broken bleeder valve. That's over here. I have a camera person now, my niece Ashley. She's not too expensive at the beginning, but she's gotten more expensive as she goes. Ashley, how am I paying you?
Ammo.
Yeah, that's gotten more expensive. Come on, people, produce more ammo. What we're gonna do, I already did one side. This is a wheel cylinder. This goes into your drum brake. And I'm gonna bring this up. Right there is your bleeder valve. Okay, that's a super zoom, Ash. Okay, that bleeder valve is broken on both of these. Now, I could spend 45 minutes attempting to get that out. It's not gonna come out. This thing is so rusted, it's not gonna come out. I was going to save my brake lines, but they're kind of bent and a little bit rusty. So what I have done was ordered a whole brake line system for the Jeep for $109. This piece I cut when I took it off the Jeep because I put a torch to it. I did everything. And it's starting to strip, so this was $18. I ordered this, and the wheel cylinders were like $9. So you do the math, but the Jeep's gonna have all new braking on it, and I'll be happy. Not brakes, but brake lines, and they'll be good for another 20 years. Now, I know this is all off, but this is gonna have this. This gets attached to over here. Come on over here. This is your wheel cylinder back bolt. Okay. Now, this is connected into there. Now, I got one off with the box wrench. Use a box wrench, and that's gonna be a 3/8 box wrench. But the problem is if it's rusted, you're gonna break it. Now, you might break the nut, and then but you see the wire spinning. You could, in theory, take out the wheel cylinder and spin that out, but I'm going to show you. It's just a big pain in the butt. I think they even sell these for 35 bucks, the back kit. I really think in the long run I spend the 35 bucks for the kit for the wire and the $9 a piece for the wheel cylinder, and you're not going to sit there underneath your car trying to tap, and if you break off the bit trying to get to basically the titanium bit to try to back out the tap, it's just not worth it. So that's that on that. But so if you are gonna do it, you're gonna need a 3/8 box wrench. Use a box wrench, don't be cheap. The bolts for the wheel cylinder itself are gonna be 3/8. Now, I have a torch here for prop, and the reason I brought the torch out is if you don't have one of these and you have an old Jeep, buy one of these because heating up the bolt actually really does work. Don't go crazy, but like 15-20 seconds per bolt. Spray it with a little penetrating oil. Hit it again with a torch. It will break the bolt a lot easier. You're more likely to break bolts, shear them, if you don't heat them. So invest in this. I'm going pretty quick because I'm trying to make a quick video, and I actually enjoy the format of making quicker videos because I think you'll enjoy it. You'll watch more of it and you'll learn more. So I already loosened these up. I got my 3/8. And I'm just gonna crack these up again just to make sure they are loose. By the way, doesn't this look nice and pretty? I cleaned the axle, that is loose. Oh, that one's not that loose. And I use bigger sockets because it's just a lot easier to get stuff off. So then I'm just gonna take this off. Now this is not a paint, by the way. This is a rust, basically, converter. And I find that anything on this Jeep, what I'll do first is I will use a rust converter. Oh, that's still, see, that's tight still. There it goes. I'll use a rust converter and I'll hit it with 2 coats. And then if I want to, I'll do a paint on it. So the 2 bolts are out. I put them in my tray, put my socket here. So we're gonna get here. Don't worry, we'll get to use spring tool in a little bit. That's a bonus feature. Okay, I'm gonna put these on in a second. I'm gonna get a sip of a drink. Over there are my control arms. They're not going back on. Basically, everything new is going onto this axle. And I did it so, the nice thing is, when I get a bigger axle, I can swap over the parts I'm putting on, except for the brake lines. So I got those 2 bolts out. Now I'm going to take my drum. Drum comes off. Okay. I'm going to move this out. We're going to see if we get a good feel for this. Okay. When you're dealing with springs or underneath the car, put glasses on. With this particular thing, we're definitely going to put some glasses on. Okay. These are ugly glasses, fuddly. Okay. I happen to use a screwdriver too. Now, on different axles for the Jeep are different brakes. This particular one is a 2000 Jeep 35, but the difference being on this particular Jeep is this piece, the wheel cylinder does not have a prong in it, and you don't have emergency cable on the top. So when I take the springs off, I'll be able to take that piece completely out without disassembling the whole brake system. So how you're going to use this tool is, this is Harbor Freight tool. You're going to see this end with this little notch right here, right? You got that? You're going to take that, come on over here, and I'm going to spill my drink. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that, and you see how I took this, I put it right here, and then I keep the screwdriver just in case, because sometimes you have to pry the spring off. And then you're going to spring, and you're going to twist. But see, I like to use the flathead screwdriver, put it in here, and just make sure it comes off, because sometimes it likes to stick. And it's going to stick. This might be, nope, it's stuck. See? Let me do it again. That's why I like the screwdriver on it, because see, it's supposed to come right over, but sometimes, come on, right there. There you go. That's off. So that one, now remember, that was first. Now we're going to do the second one. I'm going to push this spring out a little bit. Okay. Same thing, opposite direction this time. I'm going to twist it. You see how I'm using this as a leverage too? I use this handle and I'm just pulling. And like I said, I like to use the screwdriver just a little bit, just to. Come on. You're going to pop, aren't you? Come on, you're almost there. There you go. So now your 2 springs are off, okay? Now you take your screwdriver, back off a little bit, and you're gonna take this brake. And I'm gonna push that brake back, and I'm gonna push this brake back too. You hear that? You see how that's separated? Oh, you know what I didn't get? I didn't get my hammer. No, I did get my hammer. Now you're gonna take your hammer, and you just tap the wheel cylinder. Loosen it up, because there it goes. Okay, so the wheel cylinder popped out. Let me get my new one. So now the wheel cylinder out. The brakes are still assembled. I just have this apart a little bit. Here's what I do. Get that in here. And see how I'm putting this on an angle? I'm using, and I just pulled it out. Now, I want to show you something. See this right here? I pushed the seal back on, but that seal was actually bad and it was leaking. That's another reason I replaced it. So, but that was pretty easy, right? So now, we're gonna take this out. I feel stupid with the glasses on, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna leave these on here and the nipple on here. Now, 9 out of 10 times I'll put this in backwards the first time. So I'm gonna actually look this time, and the 2 holes are on top and nipples on top. Leave this for your brake line on. So we're gonna put this in, but watch, I'm putting it in on an angle, just like I took it out, and then just give it a little twist, and then I'm gonna come back here, line it up. backwards again. Put it backwards again. Make sure I'm not. Oh, that's why. Right there. Right there. There you go. There you go. That is in. I take my 2 bolts. Normally I clean bolts, but since I'm recording this, I am not. And I'm just gonna put the 2 bolts in here, hand tight, nothing else. Just so I line it all up. Now, you can see how if you do actual maintenance on your Jeep and your brake lines are in okay condition, how this would be a lot easier than trying to change a broken bleeder valve, to me at least, because I just don't have very good luck untapping something when it breaks. I mean, and I think this is a lot easier doing it this way. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna name this video. Wheel cylinder, how to take care of broken bleeder valve. I don't know. You'll know when you click onto it. Now that's hand tight. So now we're gonna put the springs back in. This spring was first, and that spring was second. Okay. So we're gonna push these brakes back in. Make sure everything lined up. Right there. Oh wow. Oh wow. Actually, you know what? I didn't do that, but damn, I see it now. I'm gonna fix that one here. In here, I'm not gonna, don't worry, you don't have to. There is a fork with a spring on it. And that's a tensioner. And that one was broken. That good right there? That's on. Oh shit. What happened? Okay. That looks good to me. Let me just see something real quick. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to put the springs back in. Now we're going to use this tool again. You're going to see the spoon. It's not for cocaine. It's to put the spring back on, okay? You know, we're not going to make videos here like that, okay? I'll get some religious person that didn't like that comment. We're going to take this. This is going to take me a couple times probably. And we're going to put that spoon on this bolt. And I don't think I'm doing it the right way, but this is how I did it when my father taught me, is I'm just working that spring down and then boom. That was fucking easy, wasn't it? Damn it, I almost made a whole video without swearing. Almost did it. Next time. Okay. Now we're gonna do the other side. Bringing that in. Bringing that in. Oh, right there. See how it caught that little bulb? It's not going the way I want it to. Come on, come on. Come on. Get in there. There you go. It's in. We're gonna take our hub back on. Put that back on. Okay, right there. I might have to adjust it. That's good. We're going to take our socket. Oh, doing so good. Socket. We're going to put that on. I am not going to tighten this too crazy because, believe it or not, I'm going to try to torque everything down to spec on this thing. So I got to look it up. But all I'm going to do is on. Give it a couple of tights. Just so I know it's tight until I figure, boom. There. Okay. Now I did this in a few minutes in front of you. All kidding aside, these bolts came off pretty easy for me. This is your only issue, but if you're sitting there and you want to do your brakes and you don't know how to bleed, your bleeder's broken or your cylinder's gone, just buy the part, and basically you saw it. It's not the end of the world. It's gonna be a quick little video. Leave a comment, tell me if you like these little quick videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you later.